Hey everyone, I'm Galmore, and I've been gaming for over 40 years. Along the way, I've built up a massive library of hundreds of games. Now, I'm on a mission to play through as many of them as possible. Each game will be 5 videos, one for every weekday. Each a quick 20 to 30 minute play session, perfect for your lunch break, treadmill time, or whenever you have a few minutes to spare. So without further ado, let's dive into this week's game. Rimworld, sci-fi colony simulator from Ludian Studios, officially launched in October 2018 after a strong early access run. You guide a group of crash-landed survivors trying to carve out a life on a distant, often hostile planet. Twist: a quirky AI storyteller controls the chaos, making every playthrough unique. Critics and players alike love Rimworld for its deep mechanics, rich emergent storytelling, and thriving modding scene. It's earned a very positive rating on Steam. As of the recording of this video, I've logged over 400 hours and own 2 of the 4 DLCs, Royalty, which I barely touched, and Ideology, which I haven't tried at all. In this series, I'll be starting the Lost Tribe scenario. 5 survivors with minimal tech, strong traditions, and a whole lot of struggle ahead. Let's see how far we can take them. Let's begin by selecting a new colony. We'll go with the Lost Tribe. And for the storyteller, we're going to go with Randy Random, because that's what everyone does in this game. And I'm going to do the adventure story. I thought about Strive to Survive, but the reality is I probably wouldn't survive long enough for the 5 episodes. We'll do a reload anytime if there's a crash or some sort of glitch. I don't want to have to start over. We'll move on and let's randomize the seed. We're going to use Galmore Games as our seed. And so if the rest of you want to play along, you can do that. And here we go. And with that, I'm going to select a random site. So we have Temperate Forest as our pick. Terrain. So it's flat. Elevation 507 meters. Growing period year-round. That's good because that means that we will not have to deal with winter. So what I'm going to do for ideology, we're going to do a create custom fluid ideology. And we're going to go with Archist. And we're going to go with the transhumanist. And this right here is our ideologies. I have not done a whole lot on this, so I'm just going to kind of let it flow. But what you have here is precepts, and these will affect your mood. So body modification is approved. They don't like to get old. A couple of other things here. So let's go with it. And I'm just going to stick with what we have for people here. It always makes it more interesting. And let's see what we get. The gods were very angry. The blood machines came at night. They swept through your village, cutting and burning your people with their blades and devil fire. Only a few of you escaped. Now, after a harrowing journey with no friends to turn to, you must build a new home in the wilderness like your ancestors did. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to pause the game for a minute. Let's assess the situation. So we've got a lot of fertile soil here. Let's turn on the soil fertility. So the deep green is where you want to put your crop. That's going to give you the quickest growth. I'm not seeing a lot of field. A little bit here, a little bit of machinery here. So that's going to be something we're going to have to think about when it comes to trade. It's not something we're going to have a lot of. You do have some fairly decent fertility soil. So that will be a good thing to start with. Looks like we've got a little bit of wild heal root, also handy. Why don't we start our colony right here? And that'll be nice because we already have a lot of this stuff here. Let's allow all. Okay, so let's see who we have. So we've got the chinchilla. Good at melee, really good at planting. So he's going to be our chinchilla. That's a good one. So I'm going to make him our plant dude. But let's see what else we have. Franca. Good at social, intellectual. So we may wind up with them doing our research. Gorcom. Good at shooting, construction and mining. Hero, good at cooking. And Emu, good at melee, crafting. Okay, so I think I know what we're going to do here. I'm going to start with going into their work roles here and make them specialize in the things that I want them to be in. So he's good at plants. So chinchilla, your number one thing is going to be to grow. Then Franca, she is good at social and intellectual. We don't have a crafting table just yet, so I'm not going to worry too much about her. Gorcom, construction and mining. You're going to be our multi-purpose dude. So we'll do... You need to do any mining or construction. You are going to be our man. So we need construction primarily right now. So I'm going to put 2 for the other. Make sure we don't have anything else. He does want to be artistic. Not so much. Oh, and Gorcom, you know what? You're a pretty good hunter. So let's give you... You can do that as a third thing. And let's see how many... Not sure, is this a ranged weapon? Radiance, beauty, deterioration. It is a ranged weapon, so I'm going to give you that weapon for calm. Equip. Hero. Okay, you're a cook. I'm not going to do anything with you just yet. And then Emu. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with you either. So, given all that, let's do this instead. Chinchilla, you can equip the Pila. And then Gorcom, I'm going to have you equip the bow. Let's rework some of this stuff. I'm going to hunt number 2 and then mine number 3. That's hero. You're doing construction and mining. Not going to worry about giving you your jobs just yet. Emu. Yeah, I'm not seeing what I'm going to do with you yet. You're going to do that. Okay, yeah, I think we're just going to go with this for now. Next step is let's get us a zone for stockpiling. And I typically will do 11 by 11 is a good start because I like odd numbers. And then we're going to do construction. And it's best to enclose. It's best to enclose your falling area if you can. It's out. And then we'll make this the living quarters. Like so. Put a couple doors in. Then the last thing we want to do is get people going on collecting stuff here. So, berries. That's a heal root. I'm going to have you chop all the wood through here. Here. That should give us plenty to get through. And then we'll have you harvest all those. And let's see what we get. We'll start slow. No beds, we have starvation, we need a pan. Alright, so let's start with the pan. I think we'll put... Oh, here's some... Let's harvest these here. Let's work on our pan. This is a new thing for me. This is something I've recently... didn't even know this existed. This must be something new in one of the add-ons. I had to research this a little bit. And then there should be a pen. Somewhere I have to choose. Ah, there it is, the pen marker. I'll put that right there. We will put some fence gates in. There. There. So let's see, let's get some weapons for some of these other people, just in case they need to defend themselves. So he has the Apila. They don't fight. Okay, oh, Gorcom, you're going to take the bow. Okay, oh, we have 2 bows. Well, that's good. So, we can equip the other bow. Joe, you're good with melee. I'll have you grab the club. Emu, very good with melee. You can have the jade knife. Up a little bit. Let's just completely clear cut everything that's in here. Harvest everything. Same here. I'm going to leave the berry bushes here, but the rest of the stuff. So now that this is a roof, you'll notice that things are no longer deteriorating, which is what we wanted. So I don't know what the threshold is, but if you're not careful, you will get collapsed walls. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick in the center both of these. An extra piece, just to support. So let's move on to getting some beds for everyone. Three beds will make... Call this one the medical bed. That space. And animal sleeping spot. Put on the bottom of the beds. Our next step is we need to get our research bench up and running. Let's not put it there. Let's put our research bench here. And we'll put our butcher table here. Our food stove here. Here's what we're going to do. Let's get our planting zone. So what we'll do is this. Maybe there. Don't want to get in their way. Here. So the best thing to grow first off is one of the best things to grow at the beginning of the game is rice. And the reason is it grows very quickly. Look at rice, you'll see growing time is 3 days. Super important when you're just starting out a colony. And then, we'll do, and then see potatoes, growing time is 5.8 days. So we'll do some potatoes here. And then corn, I think, has the longest growing time, 11.3 days. So let's plant corn there. And I'm just going to put a little more rice here. It's not potato. Need warm clothes. Yeah, it's a little chilly. Unfortunately, I don't have any for you guys. Hopefully it'll warm up as the day warms up. So I know we're going to need some metal here. So let's get some on. Back orders. Also want to collect a lot of berries. So this is all steel. So what we're gonna do is let's just deconstruct all this. Orders. Construct. Oh boy. Psychic drone. That's never good. Who's our best animal handler? Animals 3, 2, 1, 3. Chinchilla, we'll have you get the animals in. Rein them in. Alright, do we have any other pets that need to be... Oh, got our research. So, let's start with... I'm going to start with stone cutting. I typically always start with stone cutting. The reason being that it is a... we can then start building structures with the stone, which I find much more effective. This is where I think one of these guys is very good at intellectual. There you are. Emu. So we're going to put you as research being your number one thing. Idle colonists. Great. Let me pause this. Let's see who's idle. Work home. Oh, we don't have a doctor either. That's basic. Wardening. No, don't do that. So why don't we have you do a little bit of mining then? Yes. Not sure why you're not. Oh, that's right. I was looking for mines. Let's come over here and let's mine all that. There, that should give you something to do. What are you good at? Social and intellectual. Okay. You're good at crafting and social. So what we're gonna do instead is, Franca, you can do research as well, and you'll be number 2 priority. You're on number 3. How that works. Emu. Why don't you do, let's see, a little plant cutting. You go here, zone. Oh, yeah, we have to go this. What we have to do is go that and go to animals, manage areas. But you, animal area 1. Alright, things along. And we're gonna do butcher, creature, do forever. And we're gonna do cook simple meal, do forever. Alright, let's, it looks like we've got a little bit of, oh, transport pod crash. Ooh, we have a transport pod crash. Where? Cars. I'm not sure where the transport. There's our animatry ideology thing. I'm not going to worry about the transport pod. It looks like, yeah, it's gone. Alright, who's our cook? Chinchilla is our cook. Oh, Kuro can also cook. What you done? Okay, so we need a place to bring our bodies, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna allow all. And that will allow him to be that. hopefully he'll butcher it. Someone will. Hero, you're gonna do cooking. Not you. That should be your top priority. Minor break risk. Why? Are you upset? Tell me why. Ravenously hungry. Well, why don't you... How are we doing on berries? We got some down here, so I'm going to have you harvest all these berries. There we go. Looking up some food. Oh, look at that. You found a dead rat too. It's okay. Hey, we'll grab food where we can. There's some heal root. So we'll harvest that. Berry bushes. Harvest. More. So I think we need to upgrade our going up tall. Plant hut. Look where we can go here. So now we have 3 meals. That's it. Get some raw food. Yeah, the first few days are rough, because you gotta get, especially on the tribal one, because you don't have a lot of food. Alrighty, it's a good time to take a pause. So I hope you're enjoying this new series that I'm making. Please feel free to give comments. Love to hear feedback. And I'll catch you on the next one. And always remember, never too old to game.